Okay, so what I'm actually doing there, all I'm doing is I'm alternating between two chords, E flat and B flat. But first, let's take a look at our key. We're in the key of E flat major, which means we have 3 flats to watch out for. We have to watch out for E flat, A flat, and B flat. Okay, so the 2 chords that I was alternating between were E flat major and B flat major. Why these 2? E flat major is going to be our tonic. This is where everything wants to rest, and this is a resolution for the piece of music. The second function that we have is our dominant function. This is the most tense point. This is the most far away point that always wants to resolve and draw us back to the tonic function. Okay, so now that we have our basic structure, let's go ahead and decorate it a little bit and spice it up. So let's turn these into 7th chords. The interval of the 7th, that adds a little bit of color and a little bit of depth to each of the chords. It doesn't change the function though. We're going to turn our tonic chord, our E flat major 7, or E flat major, into an E flat major 7. How do we do that? Simply take your E flat and count up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember that this is 1 E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You end up on D. Boom. And if we do the same thing for our B flat major triad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, we have to obey the rules of the scale. So our A is flat. You end up with a B flat dominant 7 chord. You got that tense sound. It's perfect for the resolution. All right, so now let's even take it a step further. We're going to add some extensions on there. What extensions allow us to do is add even more richness and depth to the chords, but again, it doesn't change the function at all. So that first chord that I was actually playing at the intro is this right here. What I'm doing is I'm adding the 6th and the 9th to that E flat chord. This is a chordal voicing, which means that between G and C, you have an interval of a 4th. And between C and F, you also have the interval of the 4th. Chordal means 4, so that's a chordal voicing. Okay? A little bit of melody. Now we are entering our dominant chord, our dominant function. And for this, we're going to use a B flat 13 sus. Now, this is using our 2 extension. We're using the 9 and the 11 here. Usually you don't do that for your dominant chord, because if you were to play it all together, it doesn't sound too pretty. It sounds like that. But because we're omitting the 3rd and the 5th from this voicing here, it sounds okay to add these 2. But the reason it's labeled as 13 sus suspended is because these 2 chords that we have, these 2 notes are 9 and the 11. These also serve as the suspensions for the B flat chord. This is your sus 2, and there's your sus 4. Okay, but we're just going to call it a 13 sus for now. A little bit of decoration. Returning to the tonic. That wants to resolve to that E flat. Same chord. There's our 13 sus again. But now we're going to do a little bit, we're going to change up the voicing to this. It's the same exact chord, but take a look. Here's our root. 7, 9, 3rd, 13. Same thing with the right hand. 9, 3rd, 13, and then here's the top again. That ring B flat that we have there. A little bit of decoration. Then that resolves again to, guess what? Tonic chord. And you can change the voicings all you want, but that's the basic structure of it. You can take this formula, 1, 1, 7, 5, 7, 1, 7, 5, 7, change up the voicings,